Good morning. Okay, let us study regarding the Indian polity. Okay. Firstly, how many questions will arise for your Indian polity? Do you know? Do you have that idea? How many questions they will in prelims? Harsha? 16 to 18 questions. Okay. And this polity comes in which GS part? GS2. Okay. First, write down the basics. Indian polity. In the prelims, averagely they might ask around about 15 to 18 questions every year. It is one of the major part that you will be scoring. Okay. Most of the UPSC aspirants, they are interested in this Indian polity subject, and everybody will score well in this subject. But in order to come in that cutoff, firstly, you should study the other subjects as well. The history, the art and culture, the science and technology, where that will compensate for you. Okay. Most of the people will score round about at least 13 questions. Only 3 or 4 questions might be difficult in this polity, but rest of them, everybody will attempt the properly itself. Okay. And next, let us see the main part of Indian polity that comes in GS paper 2. GS paper 2. 4 to 5 questions they will ask. 4 to 5 questions will appear from Indian polity constitution. Okay. See, this is one of the interesting subject and dynamic subject as well. Okay. Not only the UPSC aspirant should study this polity or should study this constitution. Every citizen of India should know what is constitution. What are their rights? What are their powers? What are their duties? That is what you will be studying in this polity. Okay. And firstly, let us study what is constitution. What is constitution according to you?
Book of laws.
A book that consists of. What is constitution? Do anyone having the idea? A set of laws, rules and regulations that is governed for the nation. Okay. And why we need this? Do we need the constitution in our country? Why we need that? In order to have the smooth functioning of the governance. What if constitution was not there? Before 1950, what was happened? We were ruled by whom? Britishers. Not only Britishers. Who were the foreign colonies? They have come and invaded the India. Only the Britishers. Firstly, who have invaded the India? Who has came to India? Portuguese, Dutch, French. Okay. And lastly, the final who went away is Portuguese itself. Okay. That all, see, there were a lot of princely states. They used to rule us. The king, the queen used to rule us. That kind of governance was there previously. And after the independence, the people thought that we wanted a constitution for our country. We wanted the laws for our country. We wanted a set of regulations in order to govern ourselves. Okay, that is what the constitution was being commenced. Understood? And see, some of the countries are having the written constitution, some of the countries are having unwritten constitution as well. What is written constitution and what is unwritten constitution? Written means it is written in a book. Unwritten means it is not written in a book. See here, written constitution means where all the laws are already been added in a book, in one book. All the set of regulations are added in one book. That is called as written constitution. But what is meant by unwritten constitution is there is no specific set of book that they have maintained. Understood? In our constitution, everything is maintained in one book itself, one huge bulkier book. But in some of the countries, it is not mentioned like that. They are having different sections for legislation. They are having different section for judiciary. They are having different section for the executives. They are having the library. They are having the books. But they are not specifically mentioned those laws in one book. For legislature, there is one library section. Okay, that has been maintained. And that especially in UK itself. Okay, the UK is having the unwritten constitution where you will not get any one constitution book for them. Okay, there is a library there itself. You will be seeing if there is any, if they wanted any kind of laws regarding legislation, they will just go for that section and they will just study all whatever the laws they have since from thousands of years ago. Okay, that is what the Magna Carta tells about. Let me tell that eventually. Okay, and in order to bring one new law, they will study whatever the laws they have already written. And if they wanted to change, if they wanted to modify, they will modify. But they don't specifically have one proper book, specific book. But they are having the set of codes, set of laws, they are in uncodified form. Uncodified means not in single book. Understood? For legislature and also for judiciary, if they wanted to bring one law for in terms of judiciary, there are lot of books regarding judiciary, lot of books for executives. Understood? That is what called as unwritten constitution. It is in an uncodified form. Understood? Okay. And let me show you the constitution book. Okay, this is the cover page of the constitution. Have you seen this kind of book anywhere? Have you seen? No?
Yes.
This is the cover page of our Indian Constitution. We are having two types of, our constitution is written in two languages. One is in English, another one is in Hindi. Okay, these are very bulkier books, and those they are kept in a glass, okay, that is filled with the argon gas. Okay, especially in the Parliament, okay, in the Central Library of Parliament, they have kept that. Why they have kept in a glass? That too filled with the argon gas. What might be the reason? In an ancient days, the author used to write with the help of ink. After certain days, the ink will get used to get vanished. Okay, after 20 or 30 years. Once you see all the pages, if you see that, with the help of ink, whatever you written, it would have been vanished. Okay, it would have been in a lighter form, whatever you see. But that is why, in order to protect these writings, that is why they have filled it in a argon gas. No bacteria can enter. Understood? And it will not get oxidized also. Understood? Okay. Let us see the syllabus of the Indian polity. Firstly, we will be seeing the historical underpinnings. That is, whatever the Britishers have entered to India, and then whatever there was companies rule and there was a crown rule, then the companies rule, or whatever the charters act are there, that we'll be studying that. But we will complete this chapter at the last. Okay, why? Because based on this charter acts, based on this Indian Council Acts, Government of India's Act, only our constitution members, our constituency members, what they have done is they have brought the laws. Okay, let us compare that at the last. Next comes the evolution. How our constitution have been evolved. How our constituent assembly have been evolved. That will be studied. Next, features of constitution. Okay, what is the feature of constitution? Our constitution is written or unwritten. Our Indian government is presidential form of government we are having, or parliamentary form of government we are having. That all will be studying that. Or whether we are having single citizenship or dual citizenship. That all will be studying that. Next comes the amendments. Amendments means the change in the articles, change in the laws. Amendment means changing, either adding or deleting or else modifying the laws. Understood? That is why our Indian Constitution is called as a living document, where we can amend that, where we can change the laws. Understood? We can't change our Bhagavad Gita. We can't change our holy books, Bible, Quran. Can we change that? We can't change, but we can change our Indian Constitution. That is what we will be studying in the amendment. Next, we will be studying the significant provisions and basic structure. Let us study the basic structure. That is one of the important for your exam as well. Okay. Well, in that basic structure chapter, you will be studying that there was a lot of confliction that was there in a Keshwananda Bharti case. Okay. Let me explain what is Keshwananda Bharti case. Okay. Previously, the zamindars used to have lot of hundreds of acres of land in their name. Have you seen that? Okay. But there was a confliction between these lawmakers and the public during that time. Okay. And Keshwananda Bharti, he was a Swamiji, and he had his own mata. What happened is the 500 acres or thousands of acres of land was being captured by the Kerala government during that time. He went for the Supreme Court that all that properties belongs to me and I am having the constitutional right, the fundamental right, that is right to property is my fundamental right. During that time, the Supreme Court has given judgment that Parliament can change anything, including fundamental rights as well. Understood? That is where you will be studying the basic structure from Keshwananda Bharti case. We should not change the foundation of the constitution. That is what the Supreme Court has said. That is what the basic structure. Don't change the structure of the constitution. You can amend the constitution according to the laws. Understood? When you just build a building, you will be just giving the sketch for the architecture that I wanted this kind of house. But he entirely, if he suddenly changes the design of the house, what you will do? Will you blame him or not? That is what it will happen here. Don't change the basic structure of constitution. Keep as it is. But you can change, you can amend the constitution. Understood? Next comes the functions and responsibilities of a union and state. What is meant by union? What is meant by union? Union means center. We are having two types of government in our country. One is a central government, another one is state government. Okay. Let us study what is the function and responsibilities of the central government and also the state government. Who will be there in a central government? Who are there? President. President is there. Have you seen president? Who is president? Draupadi Murmu. Have you seen her or not? Then prime minister. Behind him there will be council of ministers. Ministers will be there. MPs will be there. in a parliament. Okay, that all will be studying that. Same kind in a state, we'll be having the CM. Okay, MLAs, MLC, state ministers. Okay, that all will be studying that. Next, issues and challenges pertaining to the federal structure. What is meant by federal? Federal means two. Understood? Federal means two. One is state government, another one is central government. The issues between state and central government, that you will be studying. Understood? There will be a confliction. Every time there will be a confliction between the central government and state government. But ultimately, who is having the power? That you will be studying there. What are the limited powers of the state government? That you will be studying there. Next, devolution of powers and finances up to local levels and challenges therein. Firstly, at the top level, we are having the central government. Okay. Next comes the state government. Understood? Next comes whom? Who are the other one? At the district level, we are having Jilla Panchayat. Okay. Next comes the, at Taluk level, we are having Taluk Panchayat. At the village level, we are having Gram Panchayat. Understood? Firstly, we are having at the top level, we are having central government. After central government, there will be a state governments. Then comes at district level, we are having Jilla Panchayat. Taluk level, we are having Taluk Panchayat. Gram level or village level, we are having Gram Panchayats. Okay? Gram Panchayat. Understood? Okay. See, we are having only one central government. Understood? We are having only one parliament, one central government we are having. How many state governments do we have? How many states are there? 28. 28 states are there, 28 state governments are there. Understood? Next, Jilla Panchayat. Whatever the districts we are having, how many districts we are having, based on that, there is a Jilla Panchayat. Next, taluks. How many taluks we are having? At whole, if we count the India, that much we are having the Taluk Panchayat. Then comes the Gram Panchayat. Okay. Every village will not be having Gram Panchayat. Okay. The cluster of village will be grouped together and they will just be having one Gram Panchayat. Understood? What they tell here is that devolution of powers, finances up to local levels. Here the local level means this one. Districts, taluk, village. These are called as local bodies. Understood? That is what we will be studying now. Who will get the finance for these Jilla Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat, Gram Panchayat? Okay? That all will be studying. And what are the challenges? Have you just heard the name municipality, municipal corporation? Heard. That all will be studying that. Understood? Okay. Next comes a separation of powers between various organs, dispute redressal mechanism and institutions. What is meant by dispute redressal mechanism? Dispute redressal mechanism. Redressal means? Yeah, help, solution. Okay. Whatever the disputes they are having, for that there should be a help center. That is what you will be studying here. Means separation of powers between various organs, dispute redressal mechanism and institution means there will be different types of commissions. You should know the powers. You should know this one, this redressal belongs to which commission, which institution. Understood? See, there are some of the cases that can be only approached only for the High Court. only for the Supreme Court, only at the district courts. Understood? And there are a lot of other constitution and non-constitutional bodies as well. Let us study that. All that is covered up. Understood? Is there any doubt here? This is just a syllabus for you. Understood? What is meant by federal? Two, that is central government, state government. Yeah. Next one. Comparison of the Indian constitutional schemes with that the other countries. See, our Indian constitution is a borrowed constitution. Certain sources are borrowed from USA. Certain sources are borrowed from Russia. Certain sources are borrowed from Germany as well. That all we will be studying that. What sources we have borrowed from which country? Okay, that is easy. Next comes Parliament and state legislature. Parliament means central government. State legislature means state government. Don't get confusion that what is meant by state legislature. It is nothing but state government. Here, it is central government, this is state government. We will be studying the structures of that, functions, conduct of business, powers, privileges, issues arising out of this. We will be studying totally the central government part and state government part. Next comes structure, organization and functioning of executive and judiciary, ministries, departments of the government, pressure groups, formal, informal associations and their role in polity. What is meant by pressure group? Have you heard the word pressure group? Are they good people or bad people? Okay. What is meant by that? Pressure, what kind of pressure? See, these are a group of people. They will pressurize the government in favor of public. Understood? Okay. Think we wanted a roads for the public. We wanted a sanitization, or else we wanted electricity for the public. These people are the voice of the public. These pressure groups are the voice of the public. Understood? Have you understood? Okay. If I just raise my voice, I'm just a normal person. If I raise my voice, nobody will come and help. But if the pressure groups, there are a lot of people in that group, certain any of the group, okay, and when they raise their voice, at least government can hear that what is going on, what is the issue in this area, or what is the issue in this community. Understood? Okay, next is formal, informal associations. There are formal and informal associations as well. What is meant by that? NGOs. Okay, there are a lot of NGOs. Do we need NGOs in our country? Do we need NGOs? Have you heard NGOs? Okay, why we need that? Whether we need or not, firstly you tell me. We need it. Why, for what purpose? When there is a government to help for the people, then why we need NGO for helping the people then? Have you understood my question? When there is a government to help for the public, then why? What is the necessity of having this NGO in our country? Why so? Is there any logic?
There is no actually. Like government, they can't see all cases, right?
True.
So NGOs, they feel very empty, so they start doing their own works.
Yeah. See, government can't help for each and every people of India. Okay. It will help for the weaker section. It will give the resources. But there are certain specific NGOs who will work specifically for the woman empowerment, for education purpose, for medical treatment purpose, or for educating, okay, and also for the environment protection purpose. Okay, that is why it is both the government and NGO work together in order to develop our nation. Understood? Is there any doubt? no doubt. Okay, that is what we will be studying now. And also regarding the executive, judiciary, and also the legislature, I will tell that also. Okay, various ministries and departments you should know. At least 10 to 15 ministries you should know. Okay. Next, salient features of the ROPA Act, Representation of People's Act. What is meant by that? Is it fundamental rights? It might be RPA or else ROPA Act of 1951. It is belongs to the Election Commission of India. Understood? Representation of people. This belongs to the Election Commission of India. How the election should be conducted, how it should be campaigned, how the Election Commission of India should conduct these elections, how they should publish the results, and what is the model code of conduct. That all you will be studying in this ROPA Act. Understood? There is an election. During that time, there should not be any kind of there can be a campaign, but there should not be any kind of the vote banking that can turn towards communal violence. Understood? Think that I am a candidate. I should not condemn any of the other religion in order to have my vote banking. Understood? And I should not provide the liquors, the money for the voters. Understood? That is what you will be studying in the Model Code of Conduct, that is ROPA Act. And also, how the MPs will be disqualified, on what grounds they will be disqualified. That you will be studying there. Is there any doubt? This is related to the Election Commission of India itself. Understood? We are having both. One is Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, Aam Aadmi, then there are 7 to 8. Just go. At least you should know which are the national political parties. These are very basics for you. Which are the national political parties? See, it varies. Okay. The deletion and addition of national political party depends, and it can be removed only by the help of the Election Commission of India.
Communist Party of India.
CPI. Yeah. No, that is moist. CPIM.
CPIM.
Yes. That has been listed from this Ministry of Home Affairs. Not a Naxalist party, but that have been given a title and it has been just banned. That's it. Which are those?
Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party,
BSP.
Communist Party of India, National People's Party.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. 6 are there. Okay. Have you got? Okay. These are the national political party. Which are the regional political party? Yeah. State party. INC will not come again. It is national level. Congress is national level. Which are those?
SKM and SKM.
Okay. In Karnataka? JDS. Okay. Next. In Andhra Pradesh, in Maharashtra. You should know at least the southern regional political party. Understood? Okay. One assignment for you is, which are the regional political party in Maharashtra, Karnataka? Just write down somewhere else. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and in your native state. Your native, okay? You should know which are the regional political parties. This will help in your interview, not in your mains answer writing. Understood? Okay, see you. Appointment to various constitutional posts, powers, functions, and responsibilities of various constitutional bodies. Firstly, let us see what is meant by constitutional body. What is meant by constitutional body? Yeah. The constitutional bodies are, these are the bodies, they get their powers, authority directly from the constitutional book itself. Constitution have given certain powers and authority for specific bodies like Election Commission of India, UPSC, SPSC, State Public Service Commission, okay, Finance Commission. Okay. There are 10 to 11 constitutional bodies that you will be studying in this polity. Understood? Okay. Next comes statutory, regulatory, and quasi-judicial bodies. Statutory means it is a non-constitutional body. Non-constitutional bodies. What is meant by non-constitutional bodies? Yeah, see here. These constitutional bodies directly, they have already mentioned in the constitutional book. They have got the power and authority directly from the constitution. But these non-constitutional bodies, they didn't get any kind of powers from the constitution, but they got the powers from the act of parliament. Understood? These are established with the help of act of parliament. Parliament have established, but these constitutional bodies directly in the constitutional book itself they have mentioned. Understood? In parliament, they will just create or establish an acts. With the help of acts, these non-constitutional bodies have been created or established. Understood? Okay. But they didn't get any kinds of powers from the constitution book. They have got the powers from the act of parliament. Understood? Example, your CBI. CBI is not mentioned in the constitution book. It is given the power from the parliament. Understood? NIA, National Investigating Agency, with the help of parliament. NHRC, National Human Rights Commission. Have you heard that name? That have got the power from the parliament. Understood? Okay. Is there any doubt between constitutional and non-constitutional bodies? Next comes regulatory bodies. Regulatory bodies, these are the bodies, they will regulate the specific sector. Like banking is regulated by which body? RBI. Okay, banks will be regulated by the RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Then the security market, that is stock market, is regulated by SEBI. Understood? Insurance is regulated by Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, IRDA, IRDA. Okay, that kind of regulatory bodies we are having. Understood? Next comes the quasi-judicial bodies. Quasi means, what is meant by quasi? What is meant by quasi? Half judiciary bodies. Okay, these are the bodies that have got the judicial powers. Okay, not 100%, but at the lighter form. NHRC is a quasi-judiciary body. SHRC, State Human Rights Commission, National Human Rights Commission, that all have judicial powers. They can investigate the case regarding against the human rights, whatever the human rights issue is there. Understood? They have also got the judicial powers, but only at the limited form. Understood? Is there any doubt? No doubts. This is the complete entire syllabus of your constitution. That is polity. Have you understood the syllabus now? Is there any doubt? No doubts. Okay, let us study the basics of Indian polity. Okay. Just put the heading basics of Indian Constitution. Basics of Indian Constitution. Firstly, we will study regarding the central government. Central government. There is a parliament. Have you seen the parliament? At least in an image. The new parliament have been established. Have you seen that? Central Vista. Have you seen? No. Let me show you. Where is parliament situated? In Delhi. See, this is the new parliament, Central Vista. There we'll be having the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha houses and also a library. Okay. This is the new one. Okay. Have you seen the old one? Old parliament? It is round in shape. Most of, yeah, this is our old parliament. There, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. The MPs will be there. Okay. Got it? Okay. This is a Rajya Sabha hall. Okay. There Who will be sitting here? MPs of Rajya Sabha, okay, member of Parliament of Rajya Sabha. Who will be sitting at the Speaker? Vice President. Ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha will be a Vice President. Vice President will preside this, let us see the Lok Sabhas. Yeah, the Lok Sabha MPs will be just sitting, and here there will be a Speaker. Okay, Om Birla. He will preside the Lok Sabha. Understood? The same concept in the state governments as well. We are having Vidhan Sauda. There also the MLAs are there. MLCs are there. Vidhana Parishad and what will be telling? At the state government, we are also having the two houses. One is member of legislative, the state legislative assembly and state legislative council. Okay. This kind of hall are there in state governments as well. Now let us study just draw one circle. Already I have drawn, I think. This is a parliament. There we are having two houses. One is Lok Sabha. Next is Rajya Sabha. And just concentrate here, don't write. One is Lok Sabha, another one is Rajya Sabha. Okay. Lok Sabha is also called as lower house. Lok Sabha is also called as lower house. Lok Sabha is also called as temporary house. Understood? And Rajya Sabha is called as upper house. And it is a permanent house. And there is another name for Rajya Sabha, that is Council of States. Council of States. Here, what this Lok Sabha is called as? When it's called as Council of States, this is called as Harsha? Don't know. People's House. Okay. See here, this is the upper house. This is a permanent house. This is temporary house. Why it is called as temporary is because it can be dissolved if there is no majority. Dissolved means that party, that ruling party will end its administration. Understood? The fresh election is going to get conducted. Understood? That is why this is called as dissolved house. That is undissolved. That is permanent. Is there any doubt? No doubts. Next, in Lok Sabha, okay, in Lok Sabha, the maximum strength of Lok Sabha. What is the maximum strength of Lok Sabha? 550. Okay, it is 550. Present strength present strength of Lok Sabha is 545. Understood? The maximum is 550. But the present, how many we are having? 545. MPs we are having. Next here. The maximum strength of Rajya Sabha is 250. Okay. Present strength is it is 543. Okay. See, a maximum number of Lok Sabha members we are having is maximum seats. How many seats maximum we are having? 550. There, 250. 550, 250. And here, the present strength is 543. It is 245. Understood? It is not 545. It is 543. Just write down that. Just concentrate here. Previously, it was 552. Previously, it was 552. Two were Anglo-Indians. Two were Anglo-Indians. With the help of 104th Constitutional Amendment Act, two Anglo-Indians have been removed. Okay. Initially, there were 552. Two were Anglo-Indians. But those two Anglo-Indians have been removed with the help of amendment. That amendment specific, which amendment is 104th Constitutional Amendment Act in the 2019. Recently, 5 years back itself, 104th Constitutional, with the help of 104th Constitutional Amendment, we removed two Anglo-Indians. Now, the maximum strength is only 550. Understood? Previously, it was 545. We removed two Anglo-Indians. That's why it is 543. Understood? What is meant by Anglo-Indian? People having citizenship of other countries. He is a citizen of India, but is half foreign and half Indian. Understood? Either of the parent might be a foreigner. Understood? Okay. Why the Constituent Assembly or why the Parliament have given that kind of privileges for Anglo-Indians in order to represent themselves in the Parliament? Why so? Why these Anglo-Indians have been represented themselves in the Parliament? Why two Anglo-Indians got elected? Because they should be their religion's voice. Understood? Are you understanding? Because see, most of the foreigner, they have took the Indian citizenship also, and they are residing in India as well. They should represent represent those people also in India. Understood? If the issue is going on with these people, they should represent in the parliament. And these people are the face of that people. Understood? Okay. And during 1950s time, the Pakistan, the Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, and these kind of neighboring countries, those people, see, Akhanda Bharat means this combination of three countries: Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. Okay, and whatever the injustice or the discrimination was they felt for their community or for their religion, they were the face in the parliament. Understood? Is there any doubt? No doubt. Previously it was 552. With the help of 104th Constitutional Amendment Act, CAA, Constitutional Amendment Act 2019, we removed, the parliament removed two Anglo-Indians. Understood? Now the maximum strength is 550 and present strength is 543. Write down that. Don't get confusion. This is old one. The new one is 550 only. If they ask at present what is the maximum strength of Lok Sabha, they will give you the option 552, 550, 550, 545, 543. At present, if they mention at present, choose this one. If they mention during independence, or sorry, during commencement of the constitution, it was 552. Understood? Previously, it was 552. Since from 1950, okay, till here. Okay. See, that was been increased. The strength have been increased through the help of amendment. But Anglo-Indians were there since from commencement of the constitution itself. Okay, that strength was not. See, this strength have been increased at based on the strength of based on the population of India as well. Okay, it was not 552 during independence or else after the commencement of constitution. Okay, it was been increased gradually based on the population of this India. But Anglo-Indians were there since the commencement of the constitution, means 1950. 1950 till 2019. Understood? Okay. Just write down that one. Complete this. Finish? Okay. Next. As I told you, the present strength of Rajya Sabha is 245. Out of 245, 12 representatives are nominated directly from the President of India. Understood? The 12 representatives, they are directly nominated from the President of India. There is no election for those people, for those 12 seats. Understood? Those 12 seats belongs to the SALS. Those who are renowned person, those who have contributed in the science, those who have been contributed in the arts, literature, social service, those who are contributed themselves and having a lot of experience. Okay, that people from that specific stream, they will be directly nominated from the President of India. Understood? No elections for them. If you contribute something in this stream, you might be nominated in the future as being the MP of Rajya Sabha also from the President of India. Understood? Is there any doubt? Sachin Tendulkar was also nominated being the MP of Rajya Sabha. But where cricket comes here? How? In which stream he was been appointed? Whether he has contributed in the science, arts, literature or social service. What do you think? Social service. Is cricket is a social service? Art. Cricket is a form of art. Kale. Understood? From art stream, he was been nominated being a MP of Rajya Sabha. Understood? If you are a well-versed actor or actress, that also comes in a art itself. Understood? Okay. That was the question they have raised for the President of India during that time. There was a controversy that why you have just nominated Sachin Tendulkar as being an MP of Rajya Sabha. Most of the opposition people, opposition political parties, they raised this question in parliament. But President have answered that I have chosen this person, I have nominated this person from this specific stream. Understood? Okay. Just write down. 12 members. 12 members are nominated in a Rajya Sabha. 12 members are nominated in the Rajya Sabha. The person who has given a contribution, the person who has contributed, the person who has contributed either in science, comma, arts, comma, literature, and social service, full stop. Understood? Who is the renowned person from Karnataka? I will just give the clue also. She is a woman. Yeah, Sudha Murthy. She is also nominated as a MP in a Rajya Sabha. In which stream? Either she has been contributed from this or this or that. This one. Social service. Based on contribution, whatever she has done in a social service, based on that, President of India have appointed Sudha Murthy as a MP of Rajya Sabha. Understood? We have already studied regarding the central government now. Okay, parliament we have studied. We are having two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, and see, in a parliament, not only the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are the houses. Along with that, the president is also an integral part of parliament. Understood? President is also an integral part of parliament. Write down that there is something. President is also an integral part of parliament. Frequently asked question. Parliament consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha only. Rajya Sabha only. Okay, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, president. Okay, that way. Parliament consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President of India. Understood? Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President of India. President of India is the integral part of Parliament. Integral part of Parliament. Next comes the state legislature. Means state government. Okay. Here also the same way, just concentrate here. We are having State Legislative Assembly, concentrate here. State Legislative Assembly and State Legislative Council. The members of State Legislative Assembly are member of Legislative Assemblies, MLAs. The member of State Legislative Council are MLCs. How many states we are having? 28 states. All the 28 states are having State Legislative Assembly. Means MLAs are there. How many states are having MLCs? Only 6. Okay. Only 6 states are having the State Legislative Council. Which are the 6 states? Hmm. 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 Did I tell you this? Did I told you previously the technique of that MLC? No. See, there are 6 state legislative councils in India. Okay. First, let us take Karnataka. Which state is above the Karnataka? Maharashtra. Beside that, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, here UP and Bihar. Twins. Avli Javli. Okay. With the help of this mnemonics, try to remember. Just write down that. Only 6 states are having State Legislative Council. Karnataka, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, UP. 2 at the northern part of India, 4 are at southern part of India. Six states are having State Legislative Council. "28 states are having at least one State Legislative Assembly, at least one house, that is State Legislative Assembly." Just concentrate here. If a state consists of only State Legislative Assembly, it is called as unicameralism. Understood? If the state consists of only this house, State Legislative Assembly, that called as unicameralism. Uni means one, single. Okay, single house. If the state consists of both, the houses, then it is called as bicameralism. Which are the states that is having bicameralism? Again, these 6 states. Okay, all these 6 states are having both the houses in their state government. Understood? Okay, and concentrate here. See, this State Legislative Assembly is also called as lower house. Again, the same kind of Lok Sabha there. Okay, and also it is a temporary house. And also it is a dissolving house. Understood? Just relate it with the Lok Sabha. This relate it with the Raj Sabha. It is upper house. Then it is permanent house. Then undissolving house. Understood? Is there any doubt? No doubts. How many MLAs are there in Karnataka? 224 MLAs are there in Karnataka. How many MLAs are there in Sikkim? 28. Okay. How many MLCs are there in Karnataka? 75. 75 MLCs are there in Karnataka. This strength depends on the strength of MLAs. It should be not more than 1/3 of the strength of state legislative assembly. Understood? What is 224 divided by 3? 74, 75. Okay, only that should be the strength. Means it should be only 1/3 of this strength. Understood? It should be only 1/3 of this strength. That's it. Is there any doubt? No doubts. Just write down. Whatever you wanted to write, write down. Whether the parliament is unicameralism or bicameralism. Parliament. Bicameralism. Parliament is having 2 houses. 2 means bicameralism. Just write down that by parliament also. If I have already mentioned
32 in Sikkim.
32 with Sikkim. Okay. Just mention for that parliament, whatever you have written in that circle itself. Parliament is bicameralism. Because it is having Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. That's why. This Karnataka is also bicameralism. Whether Kerala is bicameralism or unicameralism. Unicameralism. Kerala. Because Kerala is not having state legislative council. Sikkim is not having state legislative council. Write it in your own words. Don't miss any word whichever I have written. Finish. Okay. Now let us study what is mentioned in the constitution. Okay. How many articles are there? How many schedules are there? How many parts are there? Let us study each one. What is meant by article? See, in our constitution book, we are having the articles, okay, schedules and parts. In an original constitution, just draw the table. This is present constitution. Just write down the table. Original constitution, present constitution. What is meant by article? What is meant by article? Asha, you have already studied some of the articles. See, it is in a numbered form. Article will be in numbered form. 1, 2, 3, or 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, like that. Okay. These will be in numbered form. These are the set of rules, the guidelines in order to govern the people. Understood? And it shows specific, this articles is meant for specific purpose. Understood? The specific purpose might be in the form of, just see. There are some of the articles, some of the laws related to the citizenship, some of the laws related to the fundamental rights, fundamental duties, some of the laws related to the president, prime minister. Understood? Supreme Court, High Court. That is what called as article. Understood? It is in numbered form. Just write down. An article is a numbered. An article is a numbered that provides a specific rules and guidelines and details about the governing framework, comma, individual rights and the functioning of government bodies. Okay, how many articles are there in original constitution? 395 articles are there in original constitution. At present constitution we are having 448 articles. Okay, next comes the schedule. Okay, just concentrate here. The schedule means these are the supplement for these articles. It will give additional details. Understood? It will give the additional details for the articles. That is what called as schedules. Just write down. You will eventually will get to know what is that. Let me explain you by showing the schedules and also articles. Okay, just write down. It is a supplementary list. It is a supplementary list or table containing additional details that support the articles. That support the articles. Next comes the parts. It is the chapters in a book. Just write down. It is the chapters in a book. To organize to organize the subject areas, to organize the subject areas such as fundamental rights, such as fundamental rights, comma, citizenship, comma, union and states, union and states. What is meant by union? Union, center. Union means center. Federal means two. Central government, state government. Just write down somewhere else. Union. Whenever I tell union, think that is center, central government or the parliament. You should use to get for some of the words. Okay. Finish. Okay. See, in our original constitution in 1950, we had 395 articles. Now we are having 448. Okay. The schedules from 8 to 12, 4 schedules have been added. Again, parts. What is the difference between parts? How many? What is the difference? It is 3. Actually, 4 have been added, 1 have been deleted. Understood? There were 22 parts. 4 have been added. 4 means 22 plus 4. It is 26. 1 have been deleted. 25. Understood? Let me explain you why in detail. Okay, when I just firstly I will explain you that and this one in the slides, the form of images. Just write down somewhere else there itself. 4 have been added, 1 have been deleted. Because you people will think that 3 have been added. Just take a break. We'll continue. Now we will study, after the break, we will be studying the schedules and parts. Okay, and also mnemonics for that. Understood? Okay. Okay, let us study the schedules and also the parts. How many schedules are there? 12 schedules are there. Okay. The trick is tiers of old PM. Okay. Let us study each one. Okay. Don't write anything. First one, it is related to the territories and states. Okay. India and its territories. How many states we are having? 28 states we are having. Okay. And how many union territories we are having? Union territories. 8 union territories. 28 states along with 8 union territories together called as India. Understood? Our India is not formed only based on the states. It is inclusion of states as well as union territories. Understood? Which are the 8 union territories? Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, then Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, that is 1. Next, Puducherry, Lakshadweep, Andaman Nicobar. Next, Chandigarh, New Delhi. Okay, National Capital Territory of Delhi. But all 8 union territories are called as union territories. Just write down that. Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. Then National Capital Territory of Delhi. National Capital Territory of Delhi. Chandigarh. Then Puducherry. What is the old name of Puducherry? Pondicherry. Then Andaman and Nicobar Island. Then Lakshadweep. One. Okay. Next, Daman and Diu. Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, both together called as only one union territory. Previously, they were separate. Daman and Diu was one union territory, and also Dadra and Nagar Haveli was also another territory, union territory. But now there is only one union territory called as Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Understood? These are the 8 union territories. Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Understood? Is there any doubt? No doubts. Yeah. See here. In states, the state laws, the state subject, for the state subject, state government can do the laws, can create the laws. But for these union territories, only the parliament is having the right to create the laws. Okay? Is there any doubt? For these, who will make the laws? Parliament. Why they will make the laws only through the parliament is because, see here, the Puducherry, Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Okay. Who used to rule this? Which colony? Portuguese. Which one? This is Portuguese. Puducherry, French. Okay. In that specific place, lot of French people are there. Here, lot of Portuguese people are there. The culture is different. Their culture is different. Whoever are residing in this area during 1950s, their culture is totally different one when you compare it with the real Indians. Understood? That is why they have established the Union Territory in order to protect them. Because of geographic indication, the culture, the language, because this Portuguese used to speak the different language. French people used to speak the different language. There was lot of difference was there with the Indians. That is why these places were declared as Union territories during that time. Understood? These people can't mingle with the real Indians. That is why they have just established the Union territories. Yeah. See how the Andaman Nicobar both are islands. We can't declare them as states. Okay. And see the Chandigarh. It was the capital of both Punjab and Haryana. Okay. Since for some of the locations like Chandigarh, these are very sensitive areas. This one, this. Understood? These are very sensitive areas. In order to protect the laws, in order to protect these places, in order to have control of that place, that is why they will be declared as a union territory. Understood? See, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, it was a state. Jammu and Kashmir, it was a state previously, and there was a state government there. Understood? But once they declared them as a union territory, a lot of powers have been given for the parliament to create any kind of laws for these union territories. Understood? Okay. That is why they will be getting declared that way. And next is National Capital Territory of Delhi. Since it's the capital of India, that has been declared as union territory. Is there any doubt? No doubts. Just write somewhere else the 8 union territories. This is what called as first schedule, territories and states. Understood? Territories means place here. Territory means place. Union and its territory. Okay? Union and its territory. The first one belongs to 28 states plus 8 union territories. Just write down this. All this. See, today you will be remembering, but after 1 or 2 months, you will be asking the question, what is meant by union territory? These union territories are declared based on the geographical location, the culture, the language. Finish? Second comes the emoluments. Emoluments means salary. Okay. Second schedule is regarding the salary or emoluments. Salary for whom? The emoluments for president, then governor of state, next speaker of Lok Sabha, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. Just concentrate here. The President, Governors of State. For Lok Sabha, there is a head. For Lok Sabha, there is a presiding officer called as Speaker. In his absence, who will preside the Lok Sabha? Deputy Speaker will preside. If he is absent, he will take over that. Okay. Next comes the Rajya Sabha. For Rajya Sabha, okay. See here, let me add Vice President only. Vice President salary. Whoever becomes the Vice President of India, automatically they will be having the other designation called as ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. He is an ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Understood? Who is the present Vice President of India? Yes. Have you understood this? Okay. Next. State Legislative Assembly, or else you can just write down member of State Legislative Assembly or State Legislative Assembly. Okay, just write down this one. Members of State Legislative Assembly, that is MLAs. Okay, member of State Legislative Council, member of State Legislative Council. I have just written an abbreviation. Just write down the full form. Member of State Legislative Council. Okay, the judges of Supreme Court, High Court. Judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Don't think it is a scheduled caste here. It is Supreme Court. Judges of Supreme Court, High Court. Next, CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Comptroller and Auditor General of India. The second one is related to emoluments or salary. Just write down this salary. Emoluments or salary. Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha also. Can just write down that. Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Chairman of Rajya Sabha is Vice President. Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha is also there. Whoever becomes the Vice President of India, he will be the ex officio Chairman of Rajya Sabha. He will preside the Rajya Sabha. Have you seen the debates, discussions in the Rajya Sabha? Have you seen? No? Rajya Sabha you didn't see. Okay. Understood? Is there any doubt? No doubts. Next comes the affirmations and oaths. Okay? Affirmations and oaths. What is meant by that? Who will administer the oath to whom? President will administer the oath to whom? And for President, who will administer the oath? Chief Justice of India will administer the oath for President of India. Understood? For Draupadi Murmu. And Draupadi Murmu, being a president, she will administer the oath for the CJI, Chief Justice of India. Understood? Who will administer the oath for the governor? Who will administer the oath for the Chief Justice of High Court? who will administer oath for the vice president. Understood? That you will be studying in this. They can take their oath in their language also, their mother tongue. Okay. Whatever the 22 official languages are there, based on that, they can take that. It doesn't mean that you should take the oath only in English or in Hindi. They can take oath in their own mother language as well. That is official language. Understood? There are 22 official languages. Assamese, Bodo, okay, and Nepali, okay, Santali, Maithili, Kannada, all the southern languages as well. Okay. Let us study that also. Okay. Next comes the fourth one related to the Rajya Sabha seat allocation. Rajya Sabha seat allocation is based on the population of that state. If the population is huge in that state, automatically the seats of Rajya Sabha is also increased. Understood? Next comes the fifth one, that is scheduled areas. Scheduled areas. How many scheduled areas are there in our India? What is meant by scheduled area and tribal areas? Do you know that? See, round about there are 10 scheduled areas in India. 10 states that are included as scheduled areas. Understood? A lot of tribal people are residing in that areas. Okay. Most of them, it is more than 50% of the tribal people are there in that states. Okay. Let us study which are those states as well. Okay. There are round about 10 states that are included in a scheduled area, and also other tribal areas. See this one, the 10 states, and this one, the tribal areas, that is 4 states. No, that is totally different. 80 mm, that is Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Mizoram. These 4 states comes under other scheduled and tribal areas. Okay. That is Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, and Mizoram. 80 mm or 80 m square. Maybe don't include Manipur, or don't include Maharashtra or something that starts with M. Understood? 80 maybe. Okay. Only a northeastern region that are added in the 6th schedule of the Constitution. They are having the privilege that they can create their own custom laws, civil laws. Understood? They are having their own regional offices and district autonomous districts as well. Okay. They can utilize the forest. They can just extract the minerals, not a major one, minor minerals. They can utilize the minor minerals as well from the forest. That kind of laws they are having. They are having the right on their forest, land, a river as well. But not for the major products, major crops. Okay. Just draw the Indian map, rough Indian map for these 10 states. See, those are very important. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha. Just write down these. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh. Write down these 10 states. After writing, just mark it in the Indian map. Which are the states? Andhra Pradesh. Telangana. Concentrate here. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. Which is this? Odisha. This one. Okay, wait. Yeah. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. This one is Maharashtra. Then Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan. Then lastly the Himachal Pradesh. All this part, a mid part. Okay. From west to east. From west to east, this one Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, and at the north only Himachal Pradesh. From west to east, all these portion along with one of the state at the northern side, that all called as scheduled areas, declared as scheduled areas. Is there any doubt? Can you remember this one, this map? Okay. Have you written these 10 states? Just write down. Write down the 10 states and name them by pointing in the Indian map. That is assignment for you. Pointing in the Indian map, just that is an assignment. From west to east, it has been covered. Don't by heart the states. Just remember only the map. State Legislative Council. 6 states. Twins. Okay, that form. This one. From west to east, it has been covered up. Okay. And also one at state, north region. You should remember like that. Don't by heart this polity. Finish. Next comes the tribal areas. Just draw another map or else just mark there itself. Which are the state that comes under sixth schedule? Assam, Tripura, here. Assam, Tripura. Next, Meghalaya, Mizoram. Mark there. These comes under sixth schedule. Northeast region comes under sixth schedule. Only 4 states. That too. Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram. Okay. We should know 7 sisters of India. 7 sisters are in the northern region. Okay. Which are the states that is sharing the boundary with the Myanmar? Which are the states that is sharing the boundary with the Myanmar? Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Next, which are the states that is sharing the border with the Bhutan? Sikkim, Assam. See, first Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh. Understood? You should know all this. And Nepal also. Nepal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Sikkim, and Uttarakhand. You should know the map. Okay, let us see the next one. Have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one. Next comes the 7th one, that is Federal List. 7th one, Federal List. Seventh one, Federal List. There are 3 types of list here. 3 lists. One is Union List. Next, State List. Concurrent List. Third one is Concurrent List. Union List, State List, and Concurrent List. Okay. Union List, State List, Concurrent List. What is meant by concurrent? It is the combination of both center plus state government. Concurrent, 2. That is a mixture of both state government and central government. Firstly, let us see what is Union List. See, there are some of the subjects. For those subjects, the laws will be created only by the center. Okay. For railway comes under Union List. For railway, the laws will be only created by whom? Union List. The Parliament. Understood? Next, the currency, the foreign affairs, the defense, that all that subjects will come only in the Union List. For that subjects, the laws will be only created by the Parliament itself, the central government itself. Understood? Next comes the State List. There are some of the subjects that will come under State List. The state government will be having the power to create a laws for the subjects that is mentioned in the State List. Example. Which are the examples you can give? Okay. Then only that. Prison, gambling. Okay. It all comes under State List. Agriculture. Agriculture laws that can be made by the state government. Whatever the laws related to the agriculture. Understood? But sometimes these, whatever the state government they have created the laws, that can be directly prevailed over by the state government laws also. Ultimately, central government is having a lot of power than the state government. Think that any of the laws is made by Karnataka government regarding the agriculture. That law can be availed, and it can be created by the central government also, because central government is having that kind of power. Understood? Next one, concurrent list. Both the central government, state government, they will come together, they will create the laws. Example: health, education, forest, marriage, divorce, adoption of children, it all comes under concurrent list. Understood? Is there any doubt? No doubt. Just write down these three, and I will just give the examples for each one. I will just dictate you. Okay. First one. First write down all that and put the heading union list. For union list, write down defense, comma, atomic energy. Atomic energy means nuclear energy. State government can't do any kind of laws for that. Only central government is having the right. Comma. Foreign affairs, comma. Peace and war, comma. Banking, comma. Railways, comma. Currency, comma. Post and telegraph, comma. Airways, and ports, ports, full stop. Next, state list. Agriculture, comma. Police. See, whatever the laws they wanted to bring in the police department, that laws can be made by the state government or not the central government. Understood? But for armed forces, paramilitary forces, central government can make that. But whatever the civil police are there in the state government, okay, for them, laws will be made by the state government itself. Understood? Next. For IPS officers, see, whatever the IPS officers, they are just appointed at the state government itself. Even though they are appointed by the UPSC, they will work under the state government. They should follow the rules and regulations of the state government, respective state government where they are working in their cadre. Understood? Next. Land, comma, liquor, full stop. Next, concurrent list. First one, education, comma, marriage, divorce, adoption, and succession. Succession. What is meant by that? Inheritance of property. That is called as succession. If I die, then who will be the next successor of my property? Understood? Succession means inheritance of property. Write down. Succession or inheritance of property. Marriage, divorce, adoption of children, succession of property. Okay. Next, health. Health. Adulteration. Adulteration. What is adulteration? Hmm. Food adulteration. Yeah. Okay. Kalbarike. Adultering the food. They will just have you ate adulterant food or not? Okay. They will do the food adulteration, like they will do the adulteration in the milk also by just putting the urea, phenyl, okay, and the turmeric powder. They will just adulterate by putting the yellow color for that, and oil also. Okay, that kind of food adulterant these people are using. That all comes under here. Is there any doubt? Okay. These are the list of federal. Is there any doubt? No doubts. Next comes the official languages, the eighth one. Very important. Just put the star mark. Official languages. Official languages. Official languages. How many official languages we are having? 22 official languages we are having in India. There are 22 official languages in India. Okay. And how many national languages are there in India? No national language. Yes. There are no national languages in India. Okay. People will tell that we are having Hindi or English as a national language, but it is not true. None of the language is officially declared as a national language. Understood? In our constitution, there are 22 official languages they have mentioned. Okay. And along with that, English is not mentioned in the official language at all. Understood? English is not mentioned in the official language. And there is no national languages also. Okay, this is what the official language is. Firstly write down this one and let us write the different types of languages that have been included. Write down 22 official languages, and English is not mentioned in an official language. Language list. English is not mentioned as an official language in a list. Hindi, Urdu, Sanskrit are mentioned as official language, but not English. Understood? Firstly, write down this one. Let us see which are the 22 official languages. How many classical languages are there? Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Pali, Prakrit. Okay, recently 2 languages have been added in the classical languages also. Let us see that. Official language, classical language. Okay, because just 1 year back, not even 1 year, just 9 or 10 months back itself, they have declared 2 languages. They have included 2 languages in the classical language. And this might be your question also. Previously, I feel that they have asked that question in one of the exam. Okay. Shall we see the 22 official languages? Write down the list of 22 official languages. Okay. See ya. Alphabetical order. Assamese, Bengali, Bodo, Dogri, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Maithili, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Oriya, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santali, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu. These are the 22 official languages. Write it down. Concentrate here. Concentrate. Bodo, Dogri, Maithili, Santali, these 4 languages have been added in the constitution with the help of which one? 92nd Constitutional Amendment Act in the year 2003. Understood? And in the original constitution, how many official languages were there? -4. How many official languages were there during commencement of the constitution or in the original language? Original constitution. Firstly, write down this. Very important point. Bodo, Dogri, Maithili, Santali. If you just go through the previous year question paper, at least in that 10 years, 3 or 4 times they have asked this question. Fourteen languages were there in an original constitution. Okay. Presently, we are having 22 official languages. 22 official languages. But during the commencement of the constitution or in the original constitution, 14 languages were mentioned during 1950. Understood?
Sindhi and Hindi, it's like similar, right?
Yeah, a bit similar itself.
Just the name, I think, Hindi is I think after Britishers came and then it got changed. It was India.
Hindi was there during ancient days itself. Okay. It is a mixture of this Sindhi, Hindi, it's like a similar itself, like 60 to 70%. Have you written this? Very important one. And this one, 14 14 languages were added in an original constitution. Finish? Just put the heading classical languages. Classical languages. Okay. Just concentrate here. At present, we are having 11 classical languages. Okay. These classical languages, how they just publish this one, this is the language that is classical, is because it is based on the literature in that language. If that language is old than 2 years, okay, then it is classified in the classical language. Okay. Firstly, concentrate here. Which is the first classical language that has been recognized? Tamil. Tamil in 2004. Next year, Sanskrit. Kannada in 2008. Telugu also the same year. Next, Malayalam, Odia, Marathi, Assamese. See here, all these like Marathi, Assamese, Bengali, Pali, Prakrit. They have added recently, previous year itself. Understood? Just write down this. Write down all this with the year. On what criteria they will just approve or recognize this kind of classical language? Based on the high antiquity. That is at least 1500 years to 2000 years ago. They should get some of the literatures, the scriptures based on that language. Okay. Okay, these are the criterias. Okay. Understood? Okay. The assignment for you, criteria for recognizing classical language. Criteria for recognizing classical language. Okay. Next. Now we have completed the schedules of original constitution. Let us see 9, 10, 11, 12. Ninth is related to land reforms. Ninth one, land reforms. Abolition of zamindari system. Abolition zamindari. Abolition of, this was added with the help of first Constitutional Amendment Act in 1951. See, commencement of the Constitution took place in 1950. The next year itself, they started to amend the Constitution itself. The first Constitutional Amendment Act, that is related to the land reforms. They have added the land reforms in the 9th schedule. Okay, is there any doubt? They have abolished the zamindari system. Next comes the D for defection, that is anti-defection law. Write down anti-defection law. This is the 10th one. 10th one, anti-defection law. 10th is anti-defection law. This was been added with the help of 52nd Constitutional Amendment Act in the year 1985 in the Rajiv Gandhi ruling. Okay. So he was the Prime Minister during that time. Okay. Most of these MPs, they used to jump from one political party to other political party. They used to join one political party to the other political party. That led to the consequences that it used to throw the party itself, ruling party itself. When there is no majority in the political party, then it gets dissolved. That is why in order to overcome that, they have brought anti-defection law. Means there are all these MPs, MLAs, they can switch from one political party or can join one political party to another, but based on the justification of what they give. And also, previously, there was a specific percentage, like 2/3 of the people, if that political party consisting of 100 MLAs, 2/3, if the 2/3 of the members, they jump from one political party to another, then they will not be getting any kind of punishment under anti-defection. But if they are less in number, think there are 3 to 4, directly if they give resignation for the speaker. And if they loses the majority, then that political party will not be having any kind of power. Understood? There are 543 MPs. Okay. And now we are having the alliance or a coalition party of BJP. BJP is not having majority now. I mean, BJP is aligned with the other political party. Think that under political party, the MPs, if they switch for one other political party, if this BJP government loses the party, loses the majority, then that political party is dissolved. That whatever the ruling party is just getting dissolved, again the fresh election takes place. In order to overcome that, that's why they have brought anti-defection law. Understood? Just write down anti-defection law. Anti-defection law. An anti-defection law punishes individual members of parliament, just write down in a bracket, MPs, close the bracket, comma MLAs, for living one party for another, full stop. As per 1985, a defection by one third of the elected members of a political party was considered as merger, full stop. Next point. But the 91st Constitutional Amendment Act, in 2003 change it to at least two-thirds of the members of a party must be a favor of a merger. Full stop. See here, in order to merge with any political party, okay, in order to just join any political party, in 1985, during that time, if they were less than one third, then they used to get punishment under defection. Okay, out of 133, more than 34 MLAs, if they merge with another political party, no punishment. If they are less than that, they used to get the punishment under defection. They will be disqualified from that seat. Understood? Next, with the help of 91st Constitutional Amendment Act in 2003, they increased that at least two-thirds of the members. Two-thirds means 67% out of 100. Out of 100, 67 MLAs, if they switch from one political party to another, then no punishment. If they are less, then there is a punishment under defection. Understood? And if there is any of the candidate who is elected from the independent party, he don't belong to any political party, but he has won the election by being an independent candidate. If that independent candidate merges with any political party, again the defection. Understood? If one of the political party person switches for another political party also, then again a defection. Being an MLA of X political party, if he switches and just joins another political party, then it is a defection. Understood? Okay, this kind, this that. Next comes the Panchayat and Municipality. Panchayat Municipality was been added with the help of 73rd Constitutional Amendment. This one is 74th Constitutional Amendment in the same year. Okay. And see here, in Panchayat, we are having 29 subjects, 29 items. Okay. That they should develop those sectors, those subjects. And in municipalities, we are having 18 items or 18 subjects. Just minus 1. Okay. 2 minus 1, 1. 9 minus 1, 8. Like that. The same year, but these are the consecutive amendments. 73rd, 74th. 11 and 12. Just write down, this is 11 and 12. By this, we have completed the schedules of Constitution. In Canada, for anti-defection, they will call it as Pakshantara Nisheda Kaide. Anti-defection law. Pakshantara Nisheda Kaide. Panchayats are called as rural local government. Rural means village. Village, for village development, which is there, we are having the panchayat. For urban level, we are having the municipalities. There are two types of local government. One is rural local government, urban local government, that is panchayat and municipality. Understood? If there is any question regarding local government, just memorize that is panchayat and municipality. No doubts? Can I ask you the questions now? Remembered all these schedules? No. Okay, let us see the part as well. Parts. Just go through this. See, originally we had 22 parts. And see, these are the parts. These are the chapters. I mean, the subject matters. What it is related to. This is what? This subject is belong to from which article to which article. Understood? 1, 2, 3, 4. All these 4 articles belongs to Union and its territory. Next, 5 to 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All this belongs to citizenship. Understood? That we will be studying here. There are parts 1, 2, 3, 4. Wherever there is A or B, that alphabetic order it comes, this is what amended, they have added. In the original constitution, they didn't add A, B, C. They have that more, the articles were there in only numerical form. When they amended, when they wanted to add up, that is why they have mixed with the alphabet also. Understood? Let us see. Okay. In order to remember this, there is a 3 mnemonics that you should know. First one, you wanted to write this mnemonics, just write down only the mnemonics. Mnemonics. You can fly directly from US. U stands for this much. S stands for this one. You can fly directly from, just write down in your one sentence only. You can directly fly from US. Shall I explain this now? Okay, see here. First one, Union and its territories. You have already studied in schedules. First schedule belongs to what? Union and its territory only. 28 states plus 8 union territories. That is what you will be studying here. Understood? Next one, citizenship. Okay. The citizenship, whether India is issuing the single citizenship or dual citizenship, and also what are the termination for citizenship and how to acquire the citizenship. It all will be studying that. Acquisition of citizenship, removal, termination of citizenship, and also whether it's a single or dual citizenship. That will be studying. Next, fundamental rights. This is very important. Every human beings on this earth, they are having their own fundamental rights as well. India has given specific fundamental rights for the citizen of India and also for non-citizens as well. Understood? That you will be studying that. Next, the DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy. DPSP. Okay. The word itself says that, the sentence itself says that these are the principles that are directed for the states in order to implement the policy. These are some of the principles. There will be some of the principles that will be implemented by the states. Understood? Best example, your 5 guarantee acts. Whatever the schemes, whatever the policies, whatever the programs they give for the people, that all that are from the DPSP itself. The schemes, policy, programs. Understood? Next one. Fundamental duties. This have been added in which article? 51A. Okay. That have been added in which year? 1976. With the help of which amendment? 42nd amendment. 4 plus 2? 6. Here, last 6. Understood? You should remember that. Okay. And see, from 1950 to 1976, there was no fundamental duties that was been added in Constitution. Our constitutional makers didn't add these fundamental duties at all. They felt that that is not necessary of adding these fundamental rights in the Constitution because it is a human duties. Without adding in a Constitution also, we should be a responsible citizens towards the India. Patriotism should be there. And we should cherish the ideologies of the freedom fighters. And we should protect our monuments, the river, that all that was added in the year 1976. Till for 25 years, we were not having any fundamental duties at all. Constitutional makers never felt that we should add this kind of fundamental duties that should be responsible towards the nation. Understood? They thought that anyway all our Indian citizens, they know their duties, they know their boundaries, they know their powers and also they know their rights. Towards the patriotism, every citizen of India used to sacrifice their life before 1950. That is why they didn't add any kind of fundamental duties. Okay. But there was a time during emergency, national emergency in 1975, during Indira Gandhi's era. There she added in her government, the fundamental duties was being added because lot of communal rights was going on during that time. Lot of disturbance was there. Lot of internal disturbance was there in India during that time. That's why the fundamental duties was been added. We should respect our national anthem, national flag. Okay, that all have been added in the fundamental duty. Understood? Next comes the union government, means central government. Next comes the state government. Union government, central government, state government. That is US. Understood? Now the mnemonic is you can fly directly from US to UP. Okay, let us see the next one. We have studied till US. Next is to UP. To meet the child of Sita and Ram Let us see. See here. U stands for Union Territory. P stands for Panchayat. Concentrate here. U stands for Union Territory. P stands for Panchayat. See here. M stands for to meet the. C stands for the child. Sita. STA. Just add I here. Okay. Ram. R. Relation. Understood? The mnemonic is you can fly directly from US to UP to meet the child of Sita and Ram. You will be completing till 11 parts for that mnemonic. Understood? Let us see each one. Next one, 8th one. After union government, state government, we will be studying the 7th one, that is the states in part B of the first schedule. There were already we have studied the schedules. In that there were parts, part A, part B, part C, part D. In that part B have been deleted. Okay, that is not important. Which are the parts? Part A, part B, part C, part D are not important for your exam. Okay, but part B have been deleted. That deleted from which amendment? See, either to delete or add or modify any article, we need amendment. Understood? That deleted part is from which amendment? 7th constitutional amendment in the year 1956. Understood? This is the only one part that have been deleted. Okay, previously I told you 4 was added, 1 was been deleted. Do you remember that? In that table. Table.
Yeah, 24, 25.
Yeah, just open that. 4 have been added, 1 was been deleted. This is the one that have been deleted. Which one? Part 7. Part 7 have been deleted. Understood? Next comes union territories. Those 8 union territories. Next comes Panchayat municipalities. See here, Panchayat 9A, 9B was been added again. 9A belongs to municipalities, 9B belongs to cooperative societies. Okay. Municipality has you seen in the Schedule 12. Schedule 12 that belongs to 74th Amendment Act in the year 1992. Already we have seen the Schedule 12. Last one, last schedule. Okay. Next, cooperative society, it was been added recently in 2012. They have added the cooperative societies. 97th Amendment Act. What is meant by cooperative society? What is that? Every citizen of India, they are having the rights to form the association, to form the cooperative societies. Okay, they might give the loans also from the cooperative societies. Okay, they might help in some other ways also with the help of cooperative society. Understood? Next comes schedule and tribal areas. Already you have studied in 5th and 6th schedule. The 10 states plus 4 states, ATM square. That belongs to which schedule? 10th one. Next comes relation between union and states. Understood? I mean central government and state government relation. Is there any doubt? No doubt. Shall we go for next mnemonic? Have you written the mnemonic? Should I dictate that? You can fly directly from US to UP to meet the child of Sita and Ram. Have you finished? Next mnemonic. Again, next mnemonic also starts again with the same part, that is 11th only. Ram. Again, it will just start with that only. Here. Read from the start to end, please. Read from the start to end, please. That is the second mnemonic. Read from the start to End, please. Next is lemats. Third mnemonic, lemats. Third mnemonic, lemats. Lemats. That's it. Understood? Should we wind up or should I explain this all? Explain? Should I explain? Within, yeah, we'll find this. Okay. So yeah, next one. As I told you, relation between union and states. Then comes the finance, property, contracts and suits. Finance, property, contracts. Like for whom it is belongs to. Either it belongs to the central government or state government. And also see here, contract. Who can do the contract? And finance. How much financing should be done for state government and for central government? It all will be studying that. Next, trade, commerce and intercourse within India. Means the trading between one state to another state, between one nation to another nation. It all will be studied in 13th one. The very important is 14th one. That is services under union and states. Your UPSC and SPSC. Services under union means UPSC. Services under states means SPSC, State Public Service Commission. Understood? That belongs to which part? 14. You should know your part for which one you are preparing. Okay. Next comes 14A. Means that have been added again. That is tribunals. Tribunals. What is meant by tribunal? These are the courts, okay, that is set up for specific purpose. These are the courts that are set up for specific purpose, like CAT, Central Administrative Tribunal, not the Billy, okay. And next one is this CAT, Karnataka Administrative Tribunal, okay. National Green Tribunal. Okay, that kind of 8 to 10 tribunals are there. These are the quasi-judicial bodies. These are having the judiciary powers that is derived from the constitution as well. Half judiciary. Understood? For specific purpose, they will give the judgment. Next, election. Very important. 15th. 16th one, special provisions related to certain classes. It is based for this Hyderabad reservation. I mean, Karnataka Kalyan. What is that? There are certain reservations are given for the specific classes. Okay, who are residing in Hyderabad, like. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆನಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ backward class people. Okay, those people are very backward class people. There are a set of provisions also. 10 to 15 states, for them they have given this kind of provision. Okay, Kalyana Karnataka. 7 districts are there in Karnataka. There are 7 districts that comes under this. Okay, they are given the reservation for them. Hyderabad, Karnataka, the reservation is there. Hyderabad quota, non-Hyderabad quota, that one reservation. The state reservation for education purpose, for employment purpose. But when it comes to UPSC, these kind of privileges, they can't get there. Only for only for the state government exams, PSI exams, KS exams, all these kind of state exams, they can get the reservations. Okay. They can claim the reservations as well. Next comes the very important, your official languages, whichever there you studied. 8th schedule. Here it comes the 17th one. Next, emergency provisions. 18th one. Is ambulance number? Or not 8? When they will come? When there is an emergency, they will be coming. What is this? 18. Just add 0 like that. Understood? Emergency, we are having three types of emergency. National emergency, yeah, presidential rule and financial emergency. That chapter will be good studying. Okay. Next comes the miscellaneous, means the others. That is not important. That is 19th. 20th, very important. Amendment of the constitution. How we can amend the constitution? With the help of which majority we should amend the constitution? Very important article, that is 368. The article belongs to the amendment is 368. That we will be studying that. Next, these are not much important for your exam. Temporary transitional special provisions means special rules, laws are there. Next, short title commencement authoritative text in Hindi and repeals. They have given some of the text. Okay, authoritative text in Hindi, that is not important for your exam. Understood? Okay, there are only 8 to 10 parts that are important for your exam. Just write down important parts. Important parts. Part 1, 2, 3, 4. Part 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4a, 4a, 5, 6, 5, 6, 8, 8, 9, 9a, 9, 9a, 9b, 10, 14, 14a, 15, 17, 18, and finally 20. Okay, these are very important parts. You should know the articles as well. From which article to which article. Understood? Now let us see which are the 4 that have been added. See here, this one, fundamental duties, they have been added. 1 here. Next, see here. 2, 3, 4. 4 have been added, 1 is been deleted. Finish? Okay. Just go and study. Just whatever the assignment I have given, complete that. Tomorrow again the class. We'll study with the evolution of Indian Constitution. Understood? Okay.